Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are excited to get out here on the property this weekend and get some stuff done. But more importantly, we got the whole family out with us today, and we're gonna start working on 2 of the 3 goals that we had for 2023 and get a little bit of that knocked off of our list today. So come along with us, and hope y'all enjoy. So one of our goals this year is to take 2.5 acres of our property and turn it into a pecan orchard. And this morning what we had planned on doing was getting soil samples and then sending them off to our extension office so that they could tell us what the soil is lacking. If you've got an area that you're putting a in-ground garden and you've been having issues in the past, or even yearly if you just want to know where your garden's at, using your local extension office is a good way to figure out what kind of supplements you need to add to the land so that you're not constantly pouring fertilizer and other, expensive chemicals into it and still getting the same results. So here in the state of Florida, we use the University of Florida as our extension office, or they have been chosen or selected to be the group that does the extension agencies all throughout the state. Anywhere you live here in the United States, you should be able to find a local extension office. There's at least one college that has been specified as the representative college for your state. That would be good, you think?
I think so. I mean, you're probably a better guess of the 6 inches. How big is the shovel head?
So we're taking the 2.5 acres that we have here, and we're going to draw probably about 16 samples out of it. And that's just to kind of keep it even. We're going to go, 4 sections of 4 samples across. So we'll go down a little bit, grab 4 more, go down, grab 4 more. And then at the end, we'll mix it all up, and then we'll get the sample size that the paper we have here is asking for. So we're back here at the house, and we took a thing of Visqueen, we just laid it down, and the girls are now going to lift the bucket up, and they're going to dump all the soil out here. So in our instructions, it says that we need to take kind of the moist soil. They want it dry when they do their sampling. So we're going to take all the soil that we have here, and we're just going to spread it out flat. Look, like that. Everywhere. Also, what I think we need to do is look for any roots or any kind of like sticks and stuff like that. If you see anything like that, just throw it off the porch. Because we don't want to get that in the sample that we end up taking. So we're going to let that set up overnight and until tomorrow. Today is a little overcast. Hopefully the sun will hit it as it goes down this afternoon and dries it out some. When it's ready to go, we'll mix it all back up together and then scoop that pint out of like a bucket that it's all mixed in. You can see our pile over here behind me is full of brush. It's not as full as I'd like it to be. So the girls are going to keep me some company out here, and I'm going to continue working on knocking down as many smaller trees as I can with the tractor and getting this brush pile filled up to be burned. didn't mention it earlier when we talked about knocking some of these other hardwoods down with the tractor. Not all of them are going to go into the burn pile. The logs that we think we can make firewood from, we're going to cut the stumps and the tops out. That will go to the firewood, and then the nice long straight pieces, I've got a pile by the house, which hopefully here in the future we'll rent a log splitter and we'll make some firewood out of that. I'm looking at it as another potential source of income for the property. It is going to take some time and obviously an investment to get there, but hopefully after the wood is split within a year, we might have some pretty decent firewood that we can then sell off the property. We're back. I did not mean for this to be a 2-day event, but Mother Nature had a different idea. We're done with the trees out back. We're going to get started on the second project that I had in mind that we were supposed to do yesterday. So when the family and I moved out here to this property, I had a plan. I wasn't exactly laser focused, but I had a plan as to what I wanted to get started and how I wanted to do it. And the plan was very simple. Get started on fencing, get the perimeter done, and then work on everything inside that fence. So I went down, I bought a bunch of material, and we did utilize some of it. And then we realized we were a little too eager. The ground wasn't really set up properly. There was a lot of dips, there was a lot of areas that needed to be filled in, there was tons of trash, you name it. There was just a whole bunch of reasons why we should have done the dirt work, the prep for a perimeter fence first before we even envisioned in buying material or anything like that. So with that being said, we have rolls of material that have just been sitting here, you know, being destroyed by being moved around and stuff being laid on top of them like that. And we've got tons of T-posts over here that have just been kind of sitting around doing the same thing. Weeds have been growing through them, and you know, the ends are getting rusted and whatnot. If I was to go down and buy the material today, I would be paying a whole lot more for what we're going to use than what I did 3 years ago. With that eagerness, I saved a lot of money, but also I now am going to take myself a little bit longer because I've got to sort all this stuff out as we use it. I think we're coming out on top with this one, but I don't think I'll be able to count it until we get to the end. Back this way. Good. First, the very beginning, I had a very short piece of this fencing material that was left over from our dog run, and I tried to utilize it for the section from this brace all the way down to our corner, and it just wasn't long enough. We were about 100 foot short. So I've got some ideas about how to fix it. We're going to see if we can find maybe just a short piece from somebody, but if that doesn't work, we'll just throw in some 6x6 square or something like that and tap onto it. It might look a little funny, but it's only going to be 100 foot down to that corner. We've already stretched out the wire. We've got it terminated to this brace behind the camera, and she's flipping it over to get it out of the way, and then we're going to make some marks and set some T-posts. Well, everybody, that'll do it for this video here today. We did not get everything we wanted to done this weekend, but we are further ahead than what we were before we started. So that's got to count for something. Got a lot of weather moving in here this afternoon, so I'm gonna head back in the house, get cleaned up for lunch, and spend some time with my girls before they go back to school tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have a dentist appointment in the morning, and then I'll go back and I'll come back to the house and I'll get that wire fence lifted up and terminated. So if we're keeping track of where we're at, that'll be another 330 feet done. So 660 total and thousands more to go. Still really happy with the progress we're making on the 2.5 acres for the pecans. I've got to get either some more batteries or bigger batteries so that Harbor Freight chainsaw. I did put a new chain on it, which kind of made a really big difference, but I end up running through the battery so fast that I can only get so many cuts out of it on these bigger logs. All in all, we did well today. I appreciate the help from my wife and my kids here in the beginning. And I think right after I shut this camera off, we're going to get our soil samples bagged up so we can ship those off to the laboratory on, well, tomorrow, on Monday. So I'll get this video edited for y'all to see on this Sunday. I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope your New Year's plans are going the same as ours, maybe better. And we'll just have to see you on the next one. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not, down below. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Catch you later.